faces. Is it west, is it south? I need me a leather jacket, I told Renzo I want it in brown. Where are you now? Yeah, I love that for you, see you again when the pound goes down. Yeah, I really hate this town. It's a figure of speech, we all agree to disagree. I see you on a Monday morning, we had the longest week. I lost my brain.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now, here's Durant. Crafty move. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, here's Doncic. After the miss from KD. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the fourth player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Booker with it. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Hayes. The rebound by Richards. And here's Phoenix. KD on the wing. Off target with his three. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. A floater from deep. Reeves buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Durant for three. That's good. And Sobel with the assist.
Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here are the Lakers. 4-point game. Here's Reeves. James in the high post. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
The Lakers making a switch here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thanks, David. KD's shot is good.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Here's Doncic. Reeves outside. 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by KD.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KG send it back.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, Doncic following Durant's three-point attempt. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Assisted by.
And nothing gets past LeBron. I mean, makes a play before the clock runs out.
A kick out to O'Neal. And again, it's the Suns missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Hayes. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's Booker from the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Assisted.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Outside for Beal. Outside Durant. Back to Beal. For 3. Booker. Vanderbilt with the rebound. James, that's a 2-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's... The Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Reeves with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, they're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving.
turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Jones. Vincent with the rebound. And here are the Lakers. Pass to connect. The Lakers moving the ball around. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And here is Durant. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now Connect. Guarded by KD. And it's Connect in the corner. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Durant. Vincent with the rebound. Lakers leading by 7. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. That one good for 2. KD's got 12 in the game.
It's not just the Kevin Durant score.
I can read what's on her mind, no cap and gown. I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is at the posse, hello. The function acting. It's a moment, take a picture, acting cocky. About the music, little baby, love my disc jockey. Matter of fact, this my party, this is awesome. I said it 2 times, no I didn't since I started. So here's then the bangs, tell me who's your father. Go half on a kid, make you the mother. It might be written in the stars, I get my way with words. We could take it to the car, I'll let you name the verb. Second thought slid through on my burn rubber. Real lover, other half is a... It's duck season, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. It's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Pop out. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon.
Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like? Walking, she gon' make you. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. You can Sprite it, pull the out the pantry. Take it and I'm dancing. She bop like a, like a candle. Up in the car seat, hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. Burn at the party. Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that coupe, boy, I keep that pump. We done went right this all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then I open the supper. Why would you keep a little sugar? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, ride the bus.
We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And it's the Bucks to start out. To the middle. Here's Lopez.
Putting that Stanton to the test. The big fella banging it down.
Davis with it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. 2 high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Pass to Kuzma. And the 3 off target. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Here's Marshall. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Lillard with the ball. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Lillard.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
Washington right side. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Washington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covered a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. To the paint. Here's Washington.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Pass to Kuzma. He buries it from three.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Washington a screen. Down low. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Washington's got 6 points.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Pass to Lopez. The Mavericks pull it in. Washington outside. Thompson with it. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Here's Marshall. Here's Thompson. Antetokounmpo covering. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Thompson.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Out to Lillard. Tipped away. And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Okay, fans, it's t-shirt time. Get out of your seats and show us your arms.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 4 left in the first quarter here. Lillard outside. It's good. Lillard's got 6.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
And here is Williams. Six to shoot. There's a screen by Marshall. Right at the free throw line. The rebound by Livingston.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lillard outside. Outside Porter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You can tell Porter Jr. is a pretty crafty guy. I mean, he knows how to manipulate the defense.
Porter hits them both. Here's Christie. It's stolen by Green. Porter from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Tie game in Milwaukee. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Martin with the bucket.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And whoa! Giannis with a showstopper.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Christie's shot is off.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. To the inside. Pass to Christie. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. And so Trent will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Robbed. Here's Christie. Still no points. Martin outside. Williams with it. Green covering. Here's Christie. 13 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Edwards. Thompson left side. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Pass to Christie. And here's Washington. 4-3. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got 5 points.
Keeping that head on a swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding this man there.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Dallas leading by 4. Now Edwards. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And there it is for him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Right wing. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Easy money for Davis inside.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Back to Lillard. Inside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Prince. Now here's Lopez. The kick out to Kuzma. And here is Green. Lillard right side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Lopez in the post. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Unselfishness from Lillard, has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavericks. Leading by 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Marshall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks lead by 10. Over to the left wing. Right side Davis. The 3 from Washington. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Antetokounmpo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort. He gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
And Lopez drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Washington. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks trail by 9. Lillard outside. To the middle. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lillard on the drive. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Here's Davis. Again, the miss by Dallas.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Good work there as it goes. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead. Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Nifty move. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And the Mavericks making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Williams. Still without a bucket. Pass to Edwards. Over to the wing. To the left side wing. Here's Marshall. Again, the miss by Dallas. Milwaukee with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Down low. Lopez. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And it's Williams off the drive. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
And, you know, under the circumstances, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
Jones hits them both. Bucks trail by 7. Outside Porter. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Smith left side. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Here's Marshall. Jones sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Porter with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Prince. Out to the right wing. Lillard right side. Here's Green. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper falls for him. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Edwards. No good. Would have counted had it gone. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 5. And
42.
man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Outside for Green. Trent outside. Back to Green. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Williams. They set the pick. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Christie. Off target from 3-point range.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Out to Lillard. Oh, tough shot, Lillard.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Williams. Lillard comes with a double. Edwards for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Hardy to the inside. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. They get it again. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So for Dallas, down low. Washington outside. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lopez. Okay, nice play by Anthony Davis as he scores.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside, just making the defense foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Mavericks.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Up top, Davis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That free throw good from Davis.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, Lillard with a deep three.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
To the right side. Here's Marshall. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Milwaukee. They trail by 7.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the ball.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Thompson. From deep. They grab their own miss. Davis misses.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Lets it fly. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And so they foul intentionally.
4th team foul. Shooting for Dallas.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
And the Bucks call time here. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
One more time for your forward court crew dancing.
15 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Washington. And so it's Dallas winning this one.
What up, Energy? It's Rio, legendary. Catch it slipping at the light, make his car stop. Hit his engine block and cut the car off. Call that profit. My brain like a new car that's in drive with no park options. Make a car reverse when they say you want. Been up, you still gave you boys enough time to drop. Not it over my like a bad little kid. I put a on. I broke my cousin Tim. I put a on it. My little dog on Section 8. I put some wick on it. They say I talk about the same. Well, that's all I know. If you ain't pops, keep that, bro. Them all you ain't spinning blues, keep your bread, bro. That's all I want. All I really told. Making pros and saving cheese. That's what I'm into. My got mad, told me to leave. I'll spin to. I'm finna. I need an instrumental. You trying to learn some street knowledge? I'm a mentor. He was 6'4". Yo, put you out the crib again. What you pay rent for? I paid. She ain't call. I need more. Hey, I got a problem. 10 on me now. I'm just at Home Depot rug shop. CNA, I gave her 5 to go scrub shopping. One day, bro, my lungs throbbing. Meet the take everything. Watch son watch. I swear to God, I ain't. You wanna beef? I'm all for it. Let's get these cribs. They took the fun out of it. Hey, that's lame as if you. I hope you stand. That son keep interrupted. Soon as you went to sleep, I got a game for sale. No job with jury on hustling, looking flaming. Might as well right on your forehead. I got for sale. Hey, that dumb as I bought some. Booming every time you put 100.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Tip-off goes to Denver. Pass to Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Count that one.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Murray outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Now here's Murray. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Offensive rebound. And another shot. Edwards, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And stolen by Gordon. To the paint. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Down low. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jokic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Pass to Jokic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? The kick out to Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Minnesota. Right side, Edwards. Takes it off the glass. Edwards got his second basket.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The kick out to Porter. Lets it go from 14. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Randall outside. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Denver in the lead. Here's Gordon. Oh!
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
And that one is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Reed with it. A shot missing. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Westbrook. And that one drops.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Russell Westbrook. This guy plays with power, and he will go right through a defender.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's good from long range. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Deep 2 from Murray. Top of the key jumper, no good. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nuggets lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way. Bring in the right kind of people. And you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Oh, that's blocked. To the middle. Here's Najee. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Dillingham. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good. Porter. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Conley with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Pulls from the top of the key. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the wide open shot from Reed. Nailed from three-point land. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Watson with it. Now defended by Gobert. For 3, Murray. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
You love the quickness that Russell Westbrook gets into in the catch and shoot opportunities. Rise and fire, young sir.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner 3 is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
Now it. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And stolen by Watson. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Randall. McDaniels with the ball. Now Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Timberwolves trailed by 9. Pass to Gobert. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Inside. Here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Here's Brown. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Over to the left wing. Launches it. Randall no good. Denver leading by 9. It's Jokic top of the key. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Now here's Porter. Murray for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Nuggets. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Conley scanning the floor. Rebound by Murray. On the wing, Porter. Out to the wing. 3-pointer. They get it again. Jokic. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Here's Brown. Gobert with the block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here.
First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lots of room. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Now Westbrook. He has 5. To the inside. And it's Gordon with the finish.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Gobert. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. Murray right side. The kick out to Porter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle fixed.
The Nuggets shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the first one at the line is good.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
Timberwolves trailed by 13. Picked away. Here's Alexander. Janchar, no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Six to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Denver. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense.
27.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Nuggets leading by 13. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Watson from past the arc. And again, Denver with the triple. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
On the wing, Murray. Inside. Here's Brown. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Brown. Pocket 6. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trailed by 19. Now, here's Ingles. Now, here's Reed. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
And that one falls for Reed.
2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Gordon with it. Picked up by Edwards. And slam dunk by Saric.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Minnesota making a switch. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Edwards. From downtown, they get the rebound. Gobert nails the baby hook.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Randall right side. Over Gordon. Randall no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Back to McDaniel. Just 5 on the clock. Conley's shot is off. And here's Denver. They're on a 13-3 run. To the middle. Here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Pass to Brown. Outside, Porter. Gordon with it. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the call will be against Julius Randle. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Substitution on the court.
.139 left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
He's off on the first.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Outside Edwards. The 3. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
Rudy Gobert taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
And it's Tyson with the rebound. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
Tyson taking 2 shots.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jamal Murray.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Conley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
Mike Conley at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 25. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Over in the corner, Conley. For 3, Edwards. Misses. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
smoke, got a bird's eye point of view.